So since I started a new account to get the new player experience, I have found that the guild has become one of the most clutch resources in the game. The guild coins, the guild shop, is kind of what I mean. And we're going to talk a bit about that today. But yeah, guild tokens, you get them from contributing to your guild, which I'll go over that in a little bit. And also, I'm going to go over how you could get 3,000 guild tokens instantly towards the end of the video. But yeah, okay, let's talk about the guild shop and what can you get with guild tokens that makes it like such an important resource. So as a new player, the first thing I would really advise anyone to do as like the first thing to do, buy Unicorn. Unicorn is going to be your main healer throughout the game up until you get Perseus. But even after you get Perseus, there is still some use for Unicorn and in the late game. The Unicorn is a ship that will carry you through a lot of the game, and she is incredibly valuable. And other ships that you could buy with guild tokens that I think are worth your while is Helena. She's really good to put in boss fleets because of her debuff. London also has good skills and firepower, and Nagarami is also pretty decent as well. Those are like the 4 most outstanding ships I could think of in the guild story. I mean, the next runner-ups I would say is Ninhai and Pinkai. They have retrofits that are pretty good, and then there is Mogami, who also has a retrofit. But other than that, everybody else kind of blends into each other. Cleveland, I hear, is also pretty good. Arizona and Vestal can also heal part of the crew, but not as well as Unicorn. But yeah, that's something to keep in mind. Next thing to get in the guild story is a copy of Portland. Portland is also going to be a pretty useful ship throughout the duration of the game, so it could definitely carry you into the mid game pretty easily. Amazon is also going to be very useful because she increases the experience points destroyers earn from battles. So this is especially useful when trying to do the Royal Navy combat data collection for the PR ships. So definitely hold on to her for that purpose. Everyone else is kind of optional. Phoenix used to be really good for having oil efficient fleets, but now with the way oil is distributed, she's not really that useful. Okay, and then over here, I think all these ships are mostly here just for collection's sake. I don't know about any of them that are particularly good, even for new players. So yeah, you're just gonna get these eventually just for collection's sake if you have not got them from like gacha or the stage drops. Okay, but now the ships are not the only thing that's very useful from the guild story. Really good thing from the guild story, which also makes the guild story really good for even late game players, is the fact that you get gold plates. Now, players in the early to mid game probably don't really need to get any equipment up to plus 13, but later on you definitely are going to need your equipment at plus 13 for the very end game content. So getting your gold plates is very useful. And then of course you get your plates for blue plates, and yeah, you just get to upgrade your gear, which buying plates is something new players should also really do. I'd say that'd be like the next priority, because one of the main hurdles that new players face is a lack of good equipment. So the guild shop is a really good way to supplement that. Also retrofit blueprints. You could get these from here. I do need some destroyers, so I think what can I? Okay, let's get back to myself. Let's get heckin' destroyer blueprints and then cruiser blueprints, because I need that for later. Okay. This is just a little bit of shopping. Gonna watch me do a little bit of shopping. Because I'm mainly doing this because I want to show you something else you could do. You could I just found this out recently thanks to a lovely commenter. I forget your name at the moment. I apologize, but if you know who you are. Yeah, you could refresh the guild store with 50 tokens. That is very inexpensive. And look, it also sometimes will just have new items in stock, which is very useful. And also helps me talk about what else is available in the guild store. Because you could also get tech boxes and you could get skill books. Tech boxes are, like I said before, more important than skill books for beginners because of that hurdle of having decent equipment. And in case you don't know, you always want to open purple and gold boxes. You don't want to open gray and blue boxes because you won't be getting as good equipment from those. But yeah, you could also buy tech boxes. That's very useful. And then skill books are also pretty useful. If you have the tokens to spare, don't pass those up. But yeah, so the guild store is a really good place to get resources for new and veteran players alike. Now, where do you get guild tokens? You get them from contributing to your guild, which, remember when I said earlier I'm going to tell you how to get 3,000 tokens instantly? Well, you get 3,000 guild tokens from just joining any old guild. So your screen would definitely look different than this if you are not part of a guild already. So there will be an option to join a guild on screen, and you could search my guild at Rudy Fruity Guild 1 and send an application to the guild and put from YouTube, and I will accept your application to join the guild. Now, there are only like 19 slots right now, so first come, first serve. Keep that in mind. But yeah, okay. Now, other than that though, you will have this area here called logistics. Although, if you're not part of a guild, you would just say public guild and it'll show this screen. It will look a little different, but this is generally what it would look like. It has these three options where you can contribute resources to a guild and you will be rewarded with guild tokens. This is how you're going to get your daily guild tokens, is through this. And then you could also spend those guild tokens on some pretty dang important stuff. You can increase the corn storage cap, oil storage cap. Very important is dock space, because this ship is a waifu this game is a waifu collector, so you definitely are going to want more slots to hold on to your waifus. Warehouse expansion and cat box discount, these are less important, but if you have the resources just laying around, it doesn't hurt to get more of it. Now there is more to guilds once you join a guild, and I think it will look different for members than it was for mine screen, because I own the guild. I am the guild leader right now, and that also can fluctuate depending on some things, but I'll get into that probably in a different video. But yeah, I think you'll also have this option to dispatch a team for a reconnaissance. Go to quick dispatch. I think all you really need to do is just slap in some recommended ships, press dispatch, confirm, and then off they go. And then just as time elapses, you will earn some progress on the reconnaissance, and you'll get rewards. Can I see those rewards right now? I don't think so. Action report. Oh yeah. This is where you would see the rewards. Most of the rewards are like equipment parts and guild tokens, and those are very useful. You can also get gold equipment parts from doing these. I think the guild like difficulty, or like not the difficulty, but like the level of the guild has to be high enough for it to start dropping guild tokens or gold equipment. And I still need to figure out how like guild like levels up or gets more higher end equipment parts. So if anybody has any tips about that, let me know in the comments below. I would definitely appreciate that. But yeah, that's gonna pretty much do it for the guild coverage. Yeah, so new players, veteran players, definitely do not overlook this very useful feature in Azur Lane, because you could get a lot of really good equipment parts to upgrade your stuff and have an easier time clearing those stages. All right, thank you very much for watching. Shout out to the members. Like the video if you found any of this helpful. Also, I have a podcast that'll be linked below as well. I appreciate it if you listen to that. I really appreciate you watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.